Right, hello all. Friday night. Thought I'd stream. Right, what have I got to do? Right, so my Mercedes game. Hang on, if I can. Bloody, this thing messes me about. Hang on. Yeah, so I have played on. I think I forget where we were last time. We were at the end, weren't we? We were waiting to go into Vegas. So I finished the end of the season. Hello 5 Past, mate. I watched that video, it really made me laugh. Really did make me laugh, it's really good. Yeah, so I've got the end of season 1. We survived. I survived as team principal, which I was a little bit surprised with because we were so far off in 3rd place in the first season. But my finances were really good, and I think really it was only because I put an extra bit of money into this season and I built a few bits. I think the cost cap, I think we were under it by about $2 million. But I could have, if I wanted to, I could have probably had 10 million, 8 to 10 million. I reckon I could have done it, and I think that's why they still had high confidence in me, which was really good. So I was pretty happy with that. So we've got the car. The car's not great by any means. I thought I did quite a bit of research this season, but really I didn't. And I think by the looks of the car, it's probably justified. We lost quite a bit in the chassis. So it looks a lot healthier than last season. If you look at the car here, yeah, it's a lot better. It's still not great. The engine cooling, we're just waiting to really upgrade that in our next update. But the acceleration last season was 18th or 19th, so we're much better now. We're much better. If you have a look at the car analysis, let's have a look with us for Red Bull. Yeah, they're much better than us. They've just done an upgrade, the buggers. They've just done an upgrade the same as us. Yeah, we're getting better with these, but we're still off. Yeah, these guys have all done upgrades. The Alpine, we're better than them now, which I'm really happy about because they were right up our backside all the beginning of the season. So we're better than them. We're better than the Hassies. So really, we are best of the rest still at the moment. But we did. Let me just show you. We done these. We didn't get a podium the first couple. Let's have a look. We've been really good at pit stops though. We've been really good at pit stops. Oh, I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, so we were 5th and 6th first race. Second race, I think it was about the same. But we haven't had any crashes. Yeah, 5th and 8th, which was poor. Melbourne, last time out, if you can see at the podium there, we finished 1st and 3rd, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting that at all. So I was really happy with that. And now we have upgraded the bits and bobs, the underfloor. Right, we're going into Baku, and I have got practice to do, haven't I? Which is an arse. I forgot about that.
Where we're back in the country's capital.
Yeah, 5 past. It literally went down to about 3 days before the end of the season, before his contract was up. It was in December, and I literally. This was the funny thing. I started to
Baku
look for
City
other
Circuit
people because I didn't think he was going to
challenges
sign a
drivers on few other
contract.
tracks.
And it was
The
only
tight
because
section
I
through
offered
the old
him,
city
I
demands
think it was about
precision.
31
The main
million
straight,
in the
pure
end.
aggressive acceleration.
That he
And
accepted
every
it.
corner is a challenge for
But
tyres.
I was very close to getting Max
This
Verstappen,
weekend
and
we'll
the
be
only reason I
taking
didn't
a
get
slightly different
Verstappen
form, as we have the addition
was
of a thrilling
I
sprint
would have had
race
to have
thrown
paid a
into the
lot
mix.
to get him out of his contract.
Let's
He
get
still
on
had
with the
3 years, I
weekend.
think, of his contract left. But he was interested in coming to us, he really was. But I was either going to get him or Charles Leclerc. But it was close, it was nearly agreed. And I was just worried about the buyout clause. I think if he was in the last year of his contract, I would have probably got him. Right, let's just sort this out. I forgot that I hadn't done this. I should have done this. But I just wanted to show people, especially if they're sort of watching this at a later date, just where the car's at, which is not great, but we're getting there. I will look at the messages in a minute if you've messaged again, but I can't see at the moment because I'm actually doing this from my mobile. So yeah, I don't think I'm being... How have you been 5 past anyway, mate? I haven't been streaming. I streamed once earlier this week. Had a bit of a break this week. Right, so we can just go to practice. We can simulate that straight away. So yeah, the weather down here has been horrific today. Utterly horrific. But it's going to be beautiful for the next 5 or 6 days. But it's been awful. Right, okay. We're straight into the sprint. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do.
It's time to determine
So yeah,
positions
Hamilton,
for the
he
sprint
was
race. Here in
a tough
qualifying.
nut to crack, to be honest, and he only wanted a 1-year deal. I wanted to get him longer, to be fair.
Positions in the weekend sprint race. Only the fastest 10 will make it to Q3. Where they're in with
But you know, I'd like to have got Lando Norris. But you see, I might have a complete change of drivers. We'll have to see where we finish this. We'll have to see where we finish this year, because we've just won our first race. That's our first race to win. Oh, did I win? I might have won one at the beginning of last season. And honestly, I've not won a race since then. It's been so tough. I've found it so difficult. Yeah, I found it really, really difficult with Mercedes. And it's funny because on Facebook, I'm on the F1 Manager thing where where you share on the site, and there's loads of people saying about Mercedes, saying how tough it is. It's a really tough gig. Loads of people got sacked season 1.
And forward on your tire steps. Copy.
I think a lot of people just break the cost cap. If you break the cost cap and finish 3rd, you're done. You're done. They won't
check.
keep you.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Radio's loud.
Right, so hopefully Hamilton will zip through some of these guys. Right, so Russell's coming down now.
Yep.
And by the way, Schumacher drives for AlphaTauri, but his name doesn't show up on here. I don't know why. I don't know why. But Ben had that on his PC version, so there must be a glitch there somewhere.
And we can drop the lift and coast for now, we'll make it up later.
Understood.
says so. Sorry. Oh, really? I'm sorry, I'm just in your last message. Oh, you fell asleep. Yeah, it was quite late, wasn't it? It was late for me, wasn't it, streaming? I was almost falling asleep myself here, to be fair. Yeah, Melbourne. Melbourne's the one before, isn't it? So Hamilton's quicker on that first sector. Yeah, Stroll. I mean, okay, you might have cocked it up, but he probably would have got 10th anyway, to be honest, 5 past. You know that. I'm surprised you've still got him anyway. You don't want to get Schumacher, because Schumacher, his name doesn't show up. It's just a blank there. It's just a blank. It's just a blank. Right, okay.
And charge button on.
I bet Alonso's your top. I bet Alonso's your king, mate. I bet he's doing all the hard work.
Okay, slow down. Copy.
So that's great, because that first lap we've just done,
Just charge the pack.
we're so much quicker than that Ferrari. I have noticed on this game though, Ferrari and Red Bull do sandbag in Q1. They always sandbag. We won't go out again. Yeah, I'm not looking into this Q1. We have had upgrades. We've had a new underfloor put on. Yeah, because Verstappen's quick. But we have had a new underfloor, a new front wing, and I think it was a new side pod. So we've had some big upgrades since the last race. I won't go out again. I'm not going to waste the engine. I saved my engine. I tried to. I don't know if you go out again, do you 5 past, or do you just do one lap and then knock it on the head? That's what I do. Oh, red flag.
Red flag.
Albon. When you've got a faster car, it's quite easy just to do one lap, to be honest. You know, I might even just go on, and you look at this, right? Look at this, right? We've hardly used that soft tyre. We can use that again. It's only gone to 93. Before we had the upgrade, that would have been on 87, 88, definitely. And I reckon that's because we've had a huge upgrade on our brake cooling. Yeah, so our braking and that's much better. Right, we'll send Russell out first. We always do. So we're going to send them out in the used tyres. If we could get them just one lap on the used tyres, we're in the in-game here.
Good warm up on the
I
brakes.
just saved my engine 5 past, that's all, mate. I saved the engine. We go through these engines at
need to push
Mercedes, alright? We really go through these engines. We've got to get the engine cooling.
Charge button off. Yeah, agree.
So we get him around here. Yeah, we like to go through the engines at Mercedes.
And think about less lifting coast. Use the overtake.
Let's see what he's going to do. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be as fast as Q1. Obviously, we're on used tyres, so. Oh yeah, have you messed up the 2-lapper or not? You haven't messed it up at all. .45.481. Yeah, Lewis has just got the. Russell was definitely the better driver recently, but Lewis is just starting to come back now a bit. Mind you, Russell won last race and he was imperious on those intermediate tyres. Our car was so good in that weather. I never thought we'd be anywhere near winning that Australian Grand Prix. Nowhere near. So it's going to be handy where we are because these are used tyres, remember. So that's him done. We are on used tyres.
For more performance.
But we're a little bit easier on there. It's only 88%. We could probably use these for the first stint on Q3.
Just going to need some lift and coast.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Why has he crashed?
Yeah, we just need to make sure that we don't fall off a cliff on that tyre.
Did he crash then? We haven't had one of them for ages. Mind you, we haven't got a spare front wing. We haven't got one of those, look. Oh dear. So at this moment, we're looking mighty quick. We're looking mighty quick at the moment. I think the Red Bulls have been stuck in some traffic, haven't they? This is really good. It's good to see. I've not been doing well at Mercedes at all. We've been finishing 4th, 5th. But that upgrade's really helped us. Yeah, we got 1st and 2nd there on used tyres. I've only used one set of tyres and we're in Q3 now. That's great. That's really good. It's our race pace though, because sometimes we do qualify quite well and then the race pace we just sort of fall behind. Look at these soft tyres we got. We've got loads of soft tyres. Right, let's go to Q3. Let's get this done. Yeah, and I will do that. It's just that I'm doing okay with what I do at the moment, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, if I just heat these tyres up, it seems to work okay. Think Hamilton. Think Lewis is going to get stuck in some traffic here. I've got a bad feeling about that. They're going to be coming back round for their slow lap in a minute after they're warmed down. Let's get this done. Right, so that's nice. We've got George. George has got some fresh air here. He could put a good marker down here to try and get pole. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And I'll tell you what, if you're if your brake cooling's really good as well, because they do go easier on the tyres if the brake cooling's good. It might be worth doing that, because if they're easy on the tyres, you think we've used those tyres twice now in 2 sessions, and they're 88. So you think if you're doing 2-3 laps where you, like you're saying, if they're repetitively going around the track, it's a good thing to do. It's lashing it down the rain here again, lashing it down the rain. So is Lewis going to beat this first sector? He's not. He's not. Oh, it's just slower. But Lewis has got some traffic, hasn't he? Or was he going to get a nice toe there from Verstappen? He might get a nice toe in sector 2. So 141.
And big lift off.
8.
Alright, copy that. And slow down now.
Oh, we're so much quicker than the Alpines now. We're so much quicker than these guys. Oh, it's great to see. I've been bloody working hard on this. That's really nice because the Alpines were in front of us. I've worked at some upgrades this season. I've not panicked. I've not panicked at all.
Increase in lifting coast.
Yep.
So Checo went out in Q2. It's like real life. Who said this? Who said this game isn't real? You know, realistic. Come on, Checo's out in Q2. So if I go out, if I do him a 2-lap run plan, don't put that in. So yeah, it'd be 4 laps. Do I give Hamilton a better chance of doing that? Because you don't put an extra kilo of fuel in there, do you? No, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm not going to do it because I know what's going to happen. I know what'll happen. Yeah, I'm not messing around with that. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. I will mess it up. Hello, oh, RG fan. Welcome in, sir. Thank you for the follow. Honestly, I really appreciate it. Welcome in. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Hello, Ben. Hello, Ben. Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. What am I doing? No, the run plan's just one. Yeah. Yeah, how was it? What was it like? Oh, why is this not working? Oh no, I'm going to mess it up. He's not going to go out in a minute. Come on.
Is that lap normal?
Understood.
So RG fan, who do you who's your favourite team? Have you been playing this?
Coming. So you can pick up the
Because
pace.
if you've done a Mercedes, then it's a tough old nut to crack, to be honest.
So no need to charge the pack.
How have you been, Ben? Anyway, The second season. Right, okay. I thought the other day, I thought I'd do it offline and I'll finish the season, because the first season was pretty turgid, to be honest. It was rubbish.
Copy.
So I thought I'd get it done. And I it was funny because I got speaking to someone on Facebook. Yeah, I got and it didn't. They were actually fine with me. Oh, it's gone funny again. I think it's gone laggy, isn't it? Is it laggy? So we're not beating our first sector times. Oh yes, you're a Mercedes fan. Well done, that's great, mate. Third season as well. Yeah, somebody chugging up the bandwidth. I blame the wife. Yeah, I'm a big Mercedes fan, so's Ben. We've just had some huge upgrades. What happened was, we started off the season, we were 4th, 5th. The car was pretty crap again, but it was a bit better than season 1. It was better than season 1, so there wasn't much to do. We've done some big upgrades now, and we've just won in Melbourne. It was our first win for about a year. Honestly, it was our first win for about a season. Yeah, I've spent some money on the car. Yeah, we've just won in Melbourne. We got a 1st and 3rd in Melbourne. Before that, we were just 4th, 5th, 6th. It was just poor. So we're now. I've just upgraded the underfloor.
Charge button on.
Yeah,
And
copy.
now, yeah, we've done upgrades,
Slow down.
and I expect us now to do very well in Baku. And we're 1st and 2nd, look, we got pole, come on, Russell's on pole, he's just won in Melbourne. So we're on pole for the sprint. Yeah, we're just gonna simulate that. Yeah, great stuff. And I'll tell you what, don't think that this has been a well-trodden path. I've been gutted. We've been 5th, 6th off the pace. We were 2nd off the pace at the beginning of the season. But the cooling was better this season, and the acceleration. The acceleration last season 1 is like 18, isn't it? 17th or 18th. So it's been an amazing rise now, and this season our acceleration's 7th, I think, or 8th.
Welcome
7th.
back as the drivers gear themselves up for today's sprint.
And it does help. It helps so much. That acceleration was so poor in that first season. It was horrendous. As you know, as you well know, RG fan. RG. I could just call you RG. RG. How's yours been, Ben? Have you been playing at all? Have you been playing yours, mate? But I really done the finances in season 1. I really helped with the finances. I didn't go all out attack.
Our sprint today sees the drivers take on 17 laps
And it
of
helped
the
me.
Baku City circuit.
Expect to see
Wow,
plenty
that's
making
crazy.
the most of Baku's long,
Touch wood.
wide main straight.
Touch
That's
wood,
gonna
we
be
haven't had
their
a crash
best
for a
chance
long
to
time.
overtake and secure
We haven't
a
had a
strong
crash for a
result.
long time. you know, in a race and rip the car off. That
Forget the
was
scheduled pit stops
since I've
today.
done the brake
It's
cooling.
all about racing.
We haven't done many lockups. I think he just had one